up, everybody, and welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. Here's the video. We've been getting fucking emails, so stop emailing me and asking me about vegan gains. Now, vegan gains. I understand how controversy can make a channel grow. Some of you who have been following me from the beginning know that I had a channel that I was using for my blog. It's how this whole thing started. And I picked on Ian McCarthy. When I picked on him, I didn't know anything about him. I didn't even know who he was. But when I picked on him, a lot of people felt the same way, and that's how the channel kind of exploded. Now, what I do feel is Vegan Gains is the new Ian. He's doing what Ian did. Let's fix this fucking camera angle. He's doing what Ian did to build a name for himself, but he's doing it at another level. Ian was much more respectful and tactful and tasteful than this guy is. This guy knows that, you know, he can push buttons and push things and say things, and there's nothing anybody can do about it, which is essentially in my opinion, a very cowardly thing to do. Do I think that, well, let's back up a little bit. People say, well, Jerry, why have you not been attacked by Vegan Gains? What the fuck could this guy possibly say about me? That I'm a fucking drug addict? That I fucking did steroids? That I'm on fucking HRT now? That I look fucking shitty? That I'm ugly? That I'm fucking too tan? What's he gonna fucking say? Everything's already been said, and I fucking said it myself. What could he possibly fucking say? I mean, let's face facts. There's nothing you can fucking come at me about, and that's why he's left me alone. I'm not out there saying, hey, take my fucking protein powder while I'm taking steroids. I'm not out there trying to fucking promote something that I know is bullshit. I'm not out there fucking doing anything except just fucking giving out information, telling fucking what I think in my opinion. So what the fuck is he gonna attack me for? Right. Now, what I do think, here's a different spin on things. This whole Lex and Vegan Gains thing. Vegan Gains is very quick-witted. He's smart. He's really quick-wit. He's fucking well thought out, and he can twist things and turn things that are said to make what he's trying to say more effective. And he's a master at that. What I don't understand is that's his game. And he, rightfully so, being his game, feels like he can go after anybody for that. He can go after Lex, he can go after Lowblinder, he can go after Daniel and Bailey, blah, 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 blah. That's his game, that's his thing. But when somebody like Lex, who, you know what, Lex is not like that. His game is fighting. When Lex says, okay, I played your game, why don't you play my game? Come over here and we'll do a sport. We'll put gloves on. We're not going to just fight. It's a sport. We'll put gloves on. We'll have this thing where you can do it for charity, whatever the case may be. He gets all upset and says, oh, well, you know, fight me and beat me up. It's like, you can't just play your game and not want to play everyone else's games. You want to play inside our neighborhood, we're going to play all the games that everybody wants to play. So either you're willing to go ahead and say, I'm going to come out of my comfort zone and prove who I am as a man and give this a shot, so you get your ass kicked. At least then people go, shit, I got respect for the kid. He walked up and fucking Lex knocked him out. God forbid, if something happens, you knock Lex out. Now there's no way you can fucking lose. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense why you would just sit there and complain about he wants to fight me. It's like, well, you want to fucking use your intellect against him. Why can't he use his fists against you? That's his game. If you don't want that, leave him alone. Okay? So, you know, there's a little bit of, you know, I don't know, controversy. I don't know what you'd say. So I guess it's not really fair how this kid will be able to poke and, you know, not play anyone else's game. So eventually what's going to happen is his game is going to get played out. It's going to be like a chess game. There's going to be a checkmate. It's going to be over while he's trying to play his game. Now, here's one thing that I can agree with Vegan Gains on. Yes, I can agree with. If Vegan Gains, when you're watching this, pay attention to this. I no longer eat pork now. No bacon, no pork chops, none of that shit. And there's an interesting story behind it. The videos that you put up of those cows getting shot in the head and the calves getting pulled away from their mothers and stuff rip my fucking heart out. They really do. Honest to God, I can't watch them. And I know the reason that you're doing it is so that you can have that shock value and show people and really shock them into not wanting to eat meat. I get it. I get it. What's fucked up is it doesn't make me not want to eat a hamburger. I don't know why. It's fucked up. But I don't eat pork because I can't eat a pig. I have an 11-year-old English bulldog named Bruno. The way Bruno sits, walks, snorts, it's a lot like a pig. Last year, Kari and I went to the Montgomery County Fair. And, you know, they have all these different things going on. They have rides and food and all this stuff. And they have, like, these events where they have people who grow pigs. They grow plants. They fucking bake cakes. They do all this shit. They win ribbons and stuff. And I don't know if there's cash prizes or what the fuck is it. So we were there on the first night before they had all these competitions, and Kari, being from the Midwest, was like, hey, let's go to the pig barn. It was kind of late. The thing was starting to shut down, and I was like, okay, let's go see the pigs. So we walk over, and there's several stables. And I walk up to the first one, and I notice that one of them's sitting down like Bruno. And I notice that the other one's laying down like him. And I'm looking at him, and she just laughs, and she said, they look a lot like Bruno, right? And I said, fuck, yeah. I said, yeah, they do. I said, fuck. You know, I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, these, you know, they're living things. They're like my dog. They're like my pet. They're like my buddy. So I lean over and I start petting one and playing with one and stuff. And I'm like, fuck. So we go from like stall to stall to stall. And I'm seeing all these pigs and stuff. And I'm like, these things are awesome. I said, and I've always wanted to have like a little baby pig. Those micro pigs. I think they're fucking awesome. George Clooney used to have one. I think that's fucking so cool. Kari hated the idea. But the bottom line was pigs to me were cool. But I was still eating bacon. I know. It makes me a hypocrite. Fucking completely stupid, right? We get to the last stall. And I'm looking at these two pigs and I'm petting them and stuff. And having a great time. I'm thinking the pigs are like the coolest things. There's these two little girls, maybe like 8 years old and 5 years old, sitting in these folding chairs off to the side. And I said, you know, these your pigs? And she said, yeah. The oldest one said, yeah, those are our pigs. You know, I said, what do they eat? And she goes, like, that's their food. And they had this big bag of food. It looked like a bag of dog food. That's what they eat. I said, that's pretty cool. I said, how big are they? And she goes, I don't know, they're pretty big. I said, how big do they get? And she said, oh, that's as big as they're going to get because we're going to slaughter them on Sunday. I almost fucking shit myself right in front of these little kids. I looked at Kari, I'm like, what did she just say? And Kari said, they're farmers. That's what they do. They slaughter the pigs. So they're going to make them compete to win fucking ribbons and get a pat on the back and build up a name and notoriety for having, you know, for breeding the best pigs. You're going to fucking kill them the next day? I mean, are they in danger of dying? Are they fucking so old that they should be killed, put out of their misery? No, they were like fucking, like little baby pigs. I'm like, you're gonna be fucking kidding me. I'm like, you're gonna kill them? And then the father comes up, he's like, get on there, he starts yelling at him and stuff. And I'm like, this guy's teaching his kids that raise these things like fucking pets and then fucking kill them? Are they gonna fucking eat them? And Kari's like, probably. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So I stepped back and I was like, I can't. I got back home, I fucking grabbed Bruno, I hugged him, I looked at him, I said, I can't fucking eat another pig. It's the same fucking thing. And since that day, I haven't eaten any bacon at all. You know, and I'm sure it'd be the same if I had a fucking pet chicken. I wouldn't be able to eat the fucking chicken either. Maybe if I had a pet cow, I wouldn't be able to eat fucking ground beef. So I get where this guy is coming from. I get his passion. I get Vegan Gains' train of thought. I get it. You know what I mean? Because I myself have made changes in my diet based on the way that I feel about animals. But the way he's going about it, is it the shock value? Is it, I don't think it's for money because I don't think the channel's monetized. I don't think he's got sponsors. I don't know. But the bottom line is, you know, you can feel one way about things and get your point across. And me, I swear, I got the fucking most absurd way of coming across sometimes. People have counted how many F-bombs I drop, and they're up to 200 in one video. That's just my way. But there is a line that you don't cross that sooner or later someone else is going to cross that line. It's going to fuck you. You are going to get back everything you're giving out. Ian, for instance, when I saw Ian at the Arnold this year, Ian and I actually met this year. I was at the 5% booth. I look up and there's Ian standing there looking at me. So I just kind of looked at him. I walked over to him. He said, hey, Jerry, he goes, now's your time to punch me in the face. And he really wanted me to punch him in the face. I extended my hand. I shook his hand. I said, I'm not going to punch you in the face. So that I don't, you know, I'm not going to say that the things that I said that I didn't mean, because I meant those things, but it's in the past, and fuck it. Whatever it is, it is. And we kind of had a talk, and we hung out a little bit, and everything was fine. Didn't come to fighting. Didn't come to him fucking insulting me like he was before, me insulting him like it was before. We shook hands and parted ways, and at this point, I wouldn't consider him my best friend, but he's not my enemy. So therefore, now, if both of us decide that we want to do something together to get our points across, or to even have some kind of talk to put some information out there, and maybe have not a debate, but a talk about it, that would be on the table now. Whereas before it wouldn't if we were acting like Vegan Gains. So just pay attention that this Vegan Gains thing has been around before, and it'll come around again after him. He's just a new incarnation. He's a little more intense than some of the other ones. biosretraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. Vegan Gains, don't fight. www.biosretraining.com is a blog. It's not a vegan bicep, but I don't eat pork, and we're out.